Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of Total War Warhammer 2. So, got ourselves in an interesting bit of a pickle here, got lots of just random invading stacks. I actually think that our best choice is to actually have 3 armies at this point in the game, so I'm going to have this one run over here, and actually recruit up some units, and we'll either try and sort of combine these 2 armies together, or might even just have 3 armies. But in any event, let's go ahead and get 3 of these guys, and 1 of these. But more importantly, let's go finish off these guys over here. Actually, before I forget to do this properly, let's go ahead and get into here. Use the Invocation of Hoeth to get me that near automatic success chance as well on stealing technology. Now, stealing technology in this game is a bit weird in that you don't really steal technology. What you're actually doing is just increasing your research rate and decreasing their research rate. So even if they don't have really any technologies, it still works out. Alright, so we managed to get that succeeded because we had a nearly 100% chance. It's when you use the Invocation of Hoeth, you got a plus 40% chance for that. And I also gained like way more experience when I do this. So let's go ahead and get that once. And actually, let's not do that right now. We're going to go ahead and get a level of steel technology. Oh, actually, I guess I needed to do this anyway. But the reason we're going to take that level of steel technology is because since I'm going to be succeeding for the next 3 rounds anyway, it doesn't matter as much if I've got that other element there. Alright, let's go ahead and just get some influence here. This guy actually probably is less likely to succeed, but that's fine. So yeah, that's all fine. Lord not move though, so yeah, we have to get this going in here. So what we're going to do is try and wipe out these guys and then actually garrison up at Angariel, and the reason is that it's the only place that I feel is really vulnerable against these stacks. This army can't run from me. I'll be able to get it on the battlefield here. Shouldn't be too difficult, but we'll maybe play this out. I haven't done very many battles against scaling, so I'll get to there and we'll see how things go. Alright, so typical sort of stuff here. This is kind of why I don't want to have the 2 generals that I do have, but maybe I'll end up with 4 army stacks. The last one that I have got is kind of okay for an elite stack, just because being able to move it across the map is obviously a really good thing. But let's go ahead and grab you guys up here, get you guys spread out like that, move you guys to the back in reserve. So basically I just want to have a single unit that's kind of weaker than the others, not getting its shit kicked in by the enemy sort of concentrating all of their stuff onto that one unit, like they would do, because that is what they would do. The only problem with these army compositions is that I don't have Tyrion in them to stand up front and just get the crap kicked out of him, because that's kind of what he does best. It's kind of an awkward map here, especially with this weird gazebo that's... Like, why is this even here? Is this some sort of weird park, I guess? Park for who? I guess the people who live in that city go, like, out here just to go for pleasant walks or something like that, and then, like, there's this ridiculous friggin' gazebo here that's made out of gold. Like, you have to wonder where it's just, like, you're in a society where it is not worth stealing the gold off of something that is plated in gold everywhere. I guess this might be a shrine to Ishod, but, I mean, it doesn't look very shrine-like. Anyway, I guess it's sort of like that because they want to be able to see the moon from there. But anyway, let's go ahead and start this up here, I think, from here. I might have to try and wheedle my way around something to get a better view. And unfortunately, I can't send like a scouter out, a scout unit out to sort of get a feel for where the enemy is, because I've got no flying units and they've got a lot of fast movers, so have to be a little bit careful there. Okay, I might want to get these guys off of the run and gun style of combat there as well. There's actually a banner that increases movement speed. I actually usually move that onto the bolt throwers because they're, well, slow, so it helps out a bit. Where the hell are they, I wonder? Yeah, this is a real bad map for me. Watch them just immediately crest over some sort of hill there. They're there. Alright, let's just move to there. Make that movement quick. What are those? The horsemen? Alright, so we'll switch to this for the time being.
Princess of Ulthuan. Asturian wills it.
Can move like that a little bit more, that's fine, but I think they should be heading towards me at this point, after that. I mean, that's not necessarily going to happen, but it's a pretty good chance it'll happen. Alright. Where are these bastards? Well, I don't know that they lack firepower because I can't see where these assholes are. Okay.
It is done.
This is kind of annoying on these maps where, like, it's kind of harder to get a view around here. What's probably happened is, like, they've shifted their entire army over to there, and I've shifted my entire army over to here. The only problem is I've got this bolt thrower, which is sort of slow. Alright, they're there. I think I see infantry there, or what is that? Chaos Trolls, okay. Chariots are actually still probably my #1 annoyance here. So let's go ahead and start firing at them. These Chaos Marauders with throwing axes are just going to get wrecked there, so I don't have to worry about them at all. Ah, damn it. Alright, I guess we're going to be doing this the old-fashioned way, which is to say letting it auto-fire at stuff. We'll put it to volley fire, but actually no, I think most of their threats are actually single target. Or monstrous target, rather. Alright, so we need to move these guys sort of look that way. Move these guys while we're at it to face this way. It looks like we're actually going to be fine against their sort of remaining units here. Chaos Trolls are just so crap against things like Lothern Seaguard. It's kind of one of those amazing matchups. It's a match made in hell, really. I don't know who these guys are actually shooting at, but I don't think they're shooting at anybody, in fact. Alright, interesting. Well, whatever. Let's just not worry about that. Our princess over here might as well get stuck in that.
Understood. We have bloodied them.
Alright, hopefully we'll be able to kill this stupid chariot off, but it won't really matter. I don't have to pursue units or anything like that. Yeah, I really wish they would increase unit mass for spears. Oh, fired off one shot with her bolt thrower. Cool. Alright. Let's get this fire onto those trolls there. Got the cast chariot down. I think the guy actually like rolls off the chariot there. Just lying there now. Perfect. Might as well loose some arrows into these guys just for the experience. Alright. Shouldn't have to actually fire at these guys because they'll probably, yeah, they're just going to run from army losses. Alright. If I can kill a couple trolls here, it'll be some experience, but... Wait, what the hell? There's like a dog that just ran over here. That's weird. Okay. I was like, how's my unit suddenly in melee combat here? That's very strange. And he's attacking us, too. That's fun. Alright, interesting. Well, either way, this should be about enough here. We'll actually kill this guy off. I think he's worth a lot of experience points. But, yeah, should be good. Alright, there we go. Hey there, YouTube. I'm Yukitsu. This is the Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, where we continue doing what we're doing. We're moving up towards the Phoenix Gate. I would like to secure that for myself there from the Dark Elves, but I don't necessarily want to continue advancing on them. Fortunately for me, declaring war on the Dark Elves and then just sort of fixing up Phoenix Gate, getting it to full working order, is sufficient, generally speaking, to stop them from ever actually getting through it, because the defenses on one of these gates is absolutely ridiculous. The problem is that the defenses of one of these is absolutely ridiculous, like, to a unfair degree. Like, it is the unsubstantial, just unfair level of why would they do this to people, sort of thing. In any event, working on being as diplomatic as possible, getting Illyrian to like 200 or something like that so we can potentially confederate with them. It's pretty unlikely that I'll be able to very easily, but we're going to go on an adventure to the Southlands or something like that, or to somewhere else basically, where we're going to hopefully be able to start romping around people. I might even go, I'm thinking actually of going to Nagaroth, but the problem is that I'm far away from my sort of homelands if I head that way. I do think that Nagaroth has slightly more habitable zones, though, than the Southlands do, because I'm pretty sure I can't inhabit anywhere there. Alright, so here's their big stack. I'm literally just going to hope that they attack here, rather than actually sally forth or anything like that, though, and while we're getting this secondary army here ready to go, hopefully they'll smash themselves against Angariel, which has got a decent number of Lothern Seaguard in that army stack, so it's really freaking hard to kill a Lothern Seaguard stack in a garrison. They're just too difficult. Like, you can't even sort of climb the walls to easily kill them, and while you're approaching them, you're taking a lot of fire, so should be fine. That, and you can't shoot them off the walls either, because they've got more range than the human missile units.
What you have to say will not please.
Alright, so these guys are probably going for a peace treaty. They're offering $1,000. It's pretty substantial, but I actually like the relations boost that I'm getting from being at war with these guys, and they can't realistically hurt me from there, so I'll have to fight them eventually, but I don't really care. They've got Albion or whatever. I don't... you know, it's not a huge issue as far as these guys are concerned, as long as Resi holds. Yeah, that's annoying, but again, not really that detrimental, so I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, so it looks like they're not heading towards either the Tower of Lycian or the Glittering Tower or Lothern itself, so we've got more time here. Get 3 more of those guys. I'm wondering if I should get another bolt thrower. This composition doesn't really need them as badly. Although, let's just double check. Which was the general here? Ardent. So it's for Archers, Lothern Seaguard, and Illyrian Reavers. Yeah, so I don't really want to get the too many bolt throws with this particular one. Let's grab that, though. Can get some Tyrion chariots, but I don't really get anything as far as bonuses for that, so not really that worth it. Alright. And, we start heading towards Phoenix Gate, I guess. Yeah, the thing about the approaches to these sorts of gates is that it's actually a lot slower, because there's, like, movement penalties heading through there. 95% chance to succeed, 1% chance of my guy being wounded. Looks like we're fine there. Or my girl there. Alright. Go for another one, a specialist here. But, yeah, that sort of Lore Master, or that Invocation of Hoeth has really helped out here. Did this guy get a level from something? How the hell did this guy... Wait, what? Okay, well, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and do that. Apparently I just... Yeah, I must have accidentally had him on an order to do that, but I don't know why it automatically triggered. A little bit weird, but whatever. It's not a huge issue. Alright, have we got anything that we can build anywhere else? Not there. Alright, so that's all fine. And we just have to hope that they'll actually attack Angariel. It would be nice to actually fight a siege battle for once, because they just don't happen that often. Oh, we can build a bunch of stuff over in Shadow Peak as well. I don't think we need to have walls here that badly. Let's go ahead and just get all that upgraded up there. Alright. So our massive stockpile of treasure there is starting to dwindle a little bit, which is fine. It's not a huge issue, because we had so much money there. Who are these guys actually at war with? They're heading towards the Shrine of Cain, but apparently just bypassed Tor Anlek. Very peculiar. It looks like Tyrion is still around somewhere. I don't know where they fled off to. Well, whatever. Nightshade. That's a lame name for somebody. Yep. Lame name, lame results. Alright. Well, getting a bit of an army heading down towards Tor Anlek, that's fine. What the hell? What's even happening here? Thanks for the nice panning shot there, game. Okay. That was very cinematic, but also very useless. Interesting, interesting. I'm thinking, actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm liking the idea of having 3 stacks of units right now. Just on account of, I kind of need one around this area to defend this sort of region, and then having another one to attack would probably make sense. Alright, so I don't think these guys can attack yet, and I've got 14 turns of holdout, so I could actually have a full stack and then attack before I lose the garrison, so And I think this one's just out of range, and I also think that they don't have any artillery to actually attack me on that turn, so should be plenty fine dealing with this. Be also nice if I got some text before this started. Yeah, so I think they've done the smart thing here, though, and tried to sack, like, Angariel with literally all their troops. So that's a smart call. Alright. Alright, be the best. Alright, that kind of is actually good right now, since I do want the experience right now more than I want the money, since I've got an absolute crap ton of money. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pay the extra cost here. That's fine. In particular, getting like Silver Chevron Lothern Seaguard is pretty damn good. We'll get those, and then we'll get one of these, I think. I think we want 2 bolt throwers in this force here. Alright, and up here...
Ever loyal.
How did I get another...
As a mage.
How did I get to 5 here?
Promising left
Oh right, I get 500 per turn. Let's go ahead and get steel technology upgraded here. It's up by an additional 6%, so that's pretty good.
Traveling.
Gonna move up to there and then head back down to here. So we'll be getting a plus 26% for 3 turns.
I call thee.
There we go. Up to level 6 as well.
loyal to a fault.
And get more of specialists capped out there. We'll probably need Cleanse Corruption just in case that comes up later. For these guys, something like the Ithamar Chariot's actually pretty damn good. But I don't actually have any spells that this person is going to be able to cast, because I'm getting all these other agent abilities instead, so...
There will be calm.
Alright, succeeded that. Perfect. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and declare war on the Dark Elves. And potentially just try and strangle out Phoenix Gate here, but if I could wait 3 turns, that would be really lovely. But I do know that you can sort of force them to attack you out of these gates here, generally speaking. It is a very large, scary garrison, though, so you do have to look out for that. Actually, I'm gonna wait the 3 turns. I'm gonna wait until we've got access to the
Pausing for a moment.
the Hammer of Vol, and then just do it then.
I await your command.
Alright, and this guy's got ability to take that. Alright. Got anything else that we can build? Oh yeah, we can upgrade this. Alright, so the income out of Safari is pretty ridiculous there. It's already at 1,092. Lothern, on the other hand, is 2,620, so, you know, Lothern just always is ridiculously lucrative. Gonna be able to upgrade to level 4 city, which is amazing. Gives you huge bonuses there. Alright, Caldor's Repose, let's go ahead and get that walled up. Sure, that's fine. Alright. And we'll see if they attack us here, because that could be an interesting fight. I do like fighting defensive sieges in these games, and you just don't get enough of them in Total War Warhammer, honestly. Like, it's kind of smart that they've done it this way, because, honestly, it was kind of boring when all you could fight was defensive sieges, because they were constantly attacking your fortifications, and you just easily bounce them.
If what you seek is for the greater
But
good, my sword is yours.
I do not want a military alliance with these guys. At this point in time, it might make sense for me to go for a confederation, potentially, but it probably doesn't, honestly. They're pretty far out there. Oh, nope, yeah, they are fighting these guys. Now they've sent their armies to Toranlek. Okay, well, I mean, the bigger that Illyrian gets, the harder it's going to be to actually sort of manage them. Not 100% sure about how I want to go about that. Alright, so if these guys get here, they might actually be able to defeat the Illyrian forces between the garrison of Toranlek. Looks like... Actually, I think that the Illyrians managed to win the fight, but I don't know if they've depleted the garrison enough to crush it. Because I think that what they did was they marched out and then did a sally and then lost.
Be gone.
No? Get off my goddamn islands. Alright, I might be able to get a trade agreement with those prospectors if I work for it, but I don't really want to spend influence on it. I mean, spending influence on trade agreements is great, but they can still just declare war on you anyway, and then you lose the trade agreement and it lost all meaning otherwise. Alright, so more random warbands being shown up here. I don't know. Yeah, another ritual. Ritual of gnawing. Alright, so we got our fairly decent, but not necessarily that decent lord ready.
Ever queen.
Got still a couple more turns. So next turn it will say one more turn, so I moved up to their next turn.
Mage of
I keep doing this, because I've got this for 2 more turns.
It shall fall.
Alright. I mostly just need to get to level 10 when I'd be getting access to the cap level Distill technology, but for now let's go ahead and grab Cleanse Corruption. Alright. Oh, looks like they did take the Shrine of Cain there. Okay. That's some weird screaming. Anyway. How the hell do I... Oh right, it's sieged. I can't harass it right now. Okay, I guess we head over towards Torgard then. Fortunately, I don't need influence as badly right now as I used to. Alright. So yeah, Shrine of Cain is also a fairly bad place to actually occupy, just because it does provide you all sorts of weird penalties. Evershale over here. I think we go for walls. Go around here just in case. I just want to have like a few weak points that I can have garrisoned armies sort of situated by, and then just not worry about the ones with the walls as much. But I don't really remember if that's how this works. So, you know. Okay, I know which one that is. It's Tyrion. These guys... Okay, let's go ahead and just get 2 or 3 units of archers here. Bulk up that back line a little bit there. And 1 more Eagle Claw. Alright. 1 more turn basically for a full stack here. A lot of population surplus. So part of the reason I'm doing this is because if you actually beat these guys up badly enough, sometimes you can get a peace agreement out of them, so... Yeah, I'd better actually get to the gate there, because I really don't want to have Illyrian take it. That would be pretty tragic at this point in time. These guys might be actually able to take out the remnants of the Scourge of Cain. Because the Scourge of Cain is really on the back foot right now. Any faction where it says I'm stronger than them is just not really able to fight anymore. Ooh, they won Toran Lek though. That helps me out. Okay. Don't know if I've got actually enough money to get all the upgrades I want for the next coming turns. Well, we'll see. Could reduce my building cost by 15%, I guess. Alright.
My powers.
Precise fleshing, alright. It's going to be really good. Especially for that siege battle. Grab up martial law here. Or do I want to get this first? I think we get this first. Let's see here. Kind of want to get my cultural advancements pretty soon, and we should be able to get that relatively soon. I need to get, ironically, Angariel upgraded before I can really do that, but let's get Lothern upgraded. It's going to cost us like all our money, which is okay. Calorus Repose over here. Long time before we get a population surplus there. Really long time before we get population surplus. Actually, no, it's only 3 more turns. Nice. I was thinking that was going to be forever away. Alright. Port Ellister, we probably need to get the walls up here. Actually, what we should do here... Oh, not that. Damn it. Get out of the way, goddamn buttons. Okay, so get rid of those. Get rid of this. because I think next turn we should be allowed to use the Invocation of Azurian. Then we can reduce the cost of all these buildings that I'm trying to get here. Get them for way cheaper, and that would probably be a good idea. Some of the stuff that's already almost done building though is not really, you know, worthwhile doing that with. Okay, cool. So that all works for me. And you've gained a level from the passive, that's fine. Another of those, I guess. Alright.
The winds are rising.
Hate Stark Elves, yeah. Ooh, another 5% on that. Okay. So, at this point in time, scouting's probably not that relevant. Yeah, I don't really need that one. Being able to wound targets is really just not that great. Being able to block armies is kind of actually useful, honestly. I'll probably go with block army next. Alright, so now I had these guys up here again. And we'll find out if I can actually use my stupid ritual the way I want to. Or right, rather. Alright, let's get down to Torgard.
What destruction!
I don't know what that statue is down there of.
Breeding will out.
Looks pretty generic. Don't really see anything in particular there. Alright, Itanian Vintner. For wine and fun, I suppose. Alright, so we're gonna start moving this army up towards here.
Time is of the essence.
So that we can start attacking these guys if we sort of have to. Or we could get attacked potentially across the channel. I'd be fine with that as well. But our remaining troops, we probably just go with Lothern Seaguard. And that's only 3 of them, and that's perfectly fine. Again, more expensive, but I actually want the veterancy right now. Alright, so this guy... Blade Master might be... Actually, Valor of Ages is probably a little bit stronger. Yeah, probably a little bit. Should be able to get Foe Seeker next turn. And I'm really hoping we get this stupid siege battle here, because it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. Actually, I need to build these buildings right now, because I'm not going to be able to use the invocation that I want. I have to use the invocation, the Rite of Vol, next turn. So I guess we just spend the money on that one. I could just save up money, actually, and like get this upgrade and wait for the other ones. That's what I probably should do. Alright. I think did I have a tech? I think I have, yeah, I've got a tech selected. Okay, I don't need to worry about that. A lot of weird random screaming. Okay, so they're going to be able to take Torian Rock this time. Like, yeah, no problem. Oh, no, they bounced off of it. Okay, interesting. Oh, nope, then they... Huh. Do not get what was happening there at all. They might have sacked it and then occupied it. This might be what's happening. Alright, we're running out of targets for our agents here, but that's kind of okay. It's probably best for me to move them like north or something like that, where I can start picking on people that I'll pretty much never interact with and where there's no allies. Come on, attack it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we get to fight a big defensive siege battle. I haven't gotten to fight one of these in ages. Oh, they do have mortars. Shit, that's not gonna be good. Anyway, yeah, we'll get onto the battlefield and I will see you guys there. Alright, so here we are. We can see the enemy positioned as they happen to be. We've got a couple of these towers over here, so that's going to be interesting. Have got a noble around here, and I have got some Lothern Seaguards, so I'm actually going to remove the archers off of this section of the wall here. The archers work best if you're putting them in an area that doesn't have the, you know, stupid towers that ignore archers, because they just sort of roll up to you and sort of do their thing without you being able to use your archers for anything useful or constructive. So the archers are probably going to be most useful around here-ish. I don't know. And the other 4 archers sort of more like here. So we're going to put them up there. Got some spearmen on reserve in this area for when they just walk up with ladders, because that's how this game works. And we're going to have our sort of spearmen on the sort of opposite side here, but we want a good number of Lothern Seaguard here. Probably not this one, actually. Sort of stood along here like this as much as possible. Is that as far left as I can go? Yeah, there's a banner in the way. Oh no, okay, I can go even a little bit further left. Alright. All the way to communism. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our Lothern Seaguard just backed up behind this wall here. They can just sort of batter our walls down. So, it's not ideal, honestly speaking. Get our Princess of Ulthuan up here, where she can sort of fire her bow, because it's actually a really powerful one, so you might as well. Get the Spearman unit down there, sure, why not. And that should be ish, you know, should be okay. I wish I could put this thing up on the walls, but what we're going to have to do is just have it on the capture point back here, doing pretty much jack all nothing, because that's how this rolls, I guess. We'll have this set to multi-shot round, I guess, and start the battle. So they have got, like, this, battering ram over here, so that's unfortunate, but alright, these guys, these things just don't take any damage at all from our bolt throwers, really. I wonder if you can set the walls up to fire multi-shot round. Never really checked that. Who's pushing this thing, though? Actually, they might just be inside the, inside it. Yeah, it looks like they might actually be allowed to stay inside the unit, or inside that thing there. Or this unit's just actually getting completely rolled and I'm looking at the wrong one. Well, they might actually have to abandon this one. Although we're now just firing at dead men, so, you know, that's interesting. Alright, I don't think that battering ram's gonna make it through our walls, so that's good. Saves me some hassle over there. Yeah, I'm really curious, who the hell pushes these damn things? Alright, so once the mortars start raining down on us, we're gonna be having an issue. The general over here is doing interesting things, but nothing too deadly. Alright. Oops.
Lothern Seaguard.
Forgot about that. Alright, so their troops are still going to have to make it, like, to the walls, basically, to get into these things, so they're not exactly in a good spot here.
Noble, it is done.
Can you attack these guys? There we go. Thank you, sir. Oh, crap, here come the mortars. Alright, where are they? I want to specifically be targeting the mortars wherever I can. Way back here. Alright. Let's get this one. Have you firing away at these guys as well. If I can get rid of their siege engines, or siege weapons, then we're in good condition, by contrast to what we're in right now, which is in a spot of shit here, just because eventually they'll wear down our walls, even though mortars are terrible at wearing down walls in this game as far as I recall. Alright, I'm not even sure if they've actually made it to the walls here, so that's good. Alright, looks like we can't actually fire at those mortars with that one. Oh, ladders.
The gods honor us.
Switch this one to that. Might as well. Alright, the mortars are going down pretty quickly here, but we've lost a decent number of Lothern Seaguard. Alright. Let's see here. The gatehouse is at 20% damage. It's not that bad. Okay.
The court hath spoken.
Our Lord is under attack. Don't really have to give a crap about that. Although it looks like it's two generals, so I do have to worry a little bit about that. Their generals are actually better at melee combat than mine is, so
We will obey.
let's just turn you off of that.
Defender of all ground.
Alright.
It shall be.
Despite everything, I think that's best for me to just get in there, get our noble, and have him come in here as well. Help out. Our troops aren't that terrible in this kind of fight anyway, but would be nice to be able to do something about all these sort of heroes up here and lords and stuff like that. A lot of generals and stuff like that. They are hitting their own towers a little bit here, actually, which is nice. The troops up on the walls, though, getting absolutely blasted. Looks like one of their mortars is out of the fight here. Just gotta get the rest of them out. Have they retaken that stupid thing there and run off again? Alright, it's fine. Captain heading on up the walls here. It's gonna start messing with my archers a little bit. Looks like a couple of the generals are about to go down, though. And with that, we should actually be in a pretty good position for the rest of this fight here. Let's go ahead and kill him. Okay, so I don't remember which my towers were firing at, that specific one that's run off there, but let's get you guys firing away at the ones that are left. Huh, that guy buggered off real quick. Where's my noble?
Direct me at once.
It's probably like outside of the building or something like that. Yeah, practically. Alright, we'll just let our units fire away at the retreating troops, just deplete our arrows a little bit. Why are there still mortars coming down to me? Wow, alright. That Lothern Seaguard unit got absolutely plastered. Looks like this thing was even firing somehow. Probably units on the wall causing tons of friendly fire or something like that. Alright. A couple of my archer units all running out of arrows there. That's great. Anytime your archers were, like, end a battle without any arrows, then that means you did some good work there. How's this guy? Like, I like how there's that one little spearman there that's just like trying to go for it, just all by himself with like no health. Alright, it's one little swordsman down here, getting shot at by bolt throwers. What'll take him out first, a bolt thrower or an arrow? Looks like an arrow. Poor bastard. Alright. Yeah, so high elven artillery in like these siege defenses is not that great, but could be a lot worse. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit Embell, and we'll see you guys on the campaign map. Okay, so I think that worked out pretty well in our favor on account of having killed 10 times more than we lost, so that's good. Captured 257 of them, that's all pretty nice. You don't really need to replenish that badly here, so let's go ahead and see what kind of money I can make. Apparently, nothing. God damn it. Alright, fine, whatever. Let's see. So yeah, that was interesting. Guess we go over there and try and beat them up again. With maybe this army? I'm not really sure. I mean, this is a full stack now, so it probably would make sense to use that one. Now they're trying to flee like the cowards that they are. You craven bastards, come back here. I think I can catch up to that one at the very least. These other ones, maybe not as much. Well, possibly. Depends on how the reinforcement radiuses go, I guess. Because if I can kill this one without killing those, then I might be able to get to this one and have it reinforced by that one and kill them all. But I might have to just use both armies, which would be fine, I guess. Not ideal, but it'd be fine. Alright. I wonder how that's considered a close victory, though, because I did literally kill 10 times more of them than I lost. So, you know, it feels kind of like that shouldn't be considered just a close victory. I don't know. Anyway.
I serve the Phoenix.
Can go ahead and get another level here, so we'll go ahead and do that. That's fine. Sure. But I want to get this army in on some of this action here, and unfortunately it looks like I can basically just get to this guy. And that's about it. It's a full stack versus 2 weakened part stacks, though, so should be able to auto-resolve this and not have to worry about all my units getting killed here. Yeah, I mean, they chopped some of my archers, that's perfectly fine. Definitely taking the execute captives option here. Cloak of Beards. I'm not fighting dwarves anytime soon, really. Well, maybe I am, actually. I was considering going to the Southlands. Alright, Root Marcher. Fortunately, does not really get me the extra speed now, so Like, it gives me 10% on the remainder, which is nothing, so... Alright, let's just move like that. And I guess we're gonna have to do this, which is okay. Means that I've got 33 troops versus whatever they've got left here. So... will also get me experience on both the lords, which is equally good. And getting some experience on these guys is actually a pretty good idea. Alright, $100. Okay, well, let's do that then. Sure. Alright, more levels. Pretty good stuff. Bugelhoff, what a terrible name. Anyway, yeah, I guess we get this person down this way and start heading towards wherever destiny might take us. Up to level 5 here, we can go ahead and grab up another of those, but that doesn't really do much for us. Get another level here. Alright. Looking good. I still am nowhere near those upgrades to money that I want really badly, but that's fine. So, this is where I have to figure out if Val's Hammer is going to let me use this against Phoenix Gate, because I can't remember if I can or not. So, first of all, steal some money. 74% chance down from 95%, so, you know, significantly less likely to succeed, but looks like we did. And we can get this one up to plus 10%. So this person is actually getting us like plus 15% more, so 45% or something like that in total. Thanks to Gatherer, and then also the Genius is increasing our research rate by 10%. So, ooh, actually, I didn't realize that I had that plus 10% to hero success chance. I was not paying attention to that. Alright, that's all fine. Either way. Trickster's Pendant, what's this do for you? Eh, that's useless. Alright. So, with that done,
Servant of the king.
let's also do this, but I think we'll save the actual battle for next time. And yeah, so I hope you found this one enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you guys all next time.